You got till 5, O'Connor.
Fuck you.
One,
Government Gang is a historical fiction crime drama about a group of young men who turn to a life of crime after the Tulsa, Oklahoma race riots.
4.
Black cinema is important. It's important for numerous reasons. One of the reasons more so is that there isn't enough content. There isn't enough black films being shown. There isn't enough black films that are diverse, in my opinion, and there isn't enough films that are being shot by black cinematographers or black directors. There have been strides, but there still is a long, long way to go, and we need more representation, not only in front of the camera, but behind the camera.
Don't open your eyes. Don't open your eyes.
Run!
Tulsa is a good example of a well-organized black community, there's no question about it, particularly the business community, which was the source of all the jealousy. And people were waiting, chomping at the bit, how do we destroy this, a la Rosewood, a la Wilmington, North Carolina. And they finally got the excuse. I don't know any more than anybody else. It starts on an elevator. We're told a young black man brushed up against a white woman, and you know what that calls for. For death of every black man you could see.
I think a lot of the images of African Americans in the media that we see on a popular basis are based on entertainment and less on reality. And there's nothing wrong with entertainment. The problem is that we've always had black people in films, always. But the problem is that we don't have the other side. White people have the entertainment and they have serious. We are kind of relegated to a informal approach to storytelling. And I think I'm not against that. I'm not against Tyler Perry. My mother always says black people are working. Don't put him down. She's right about that. But I want to see more serious films like Moonlight and things like that. And that's what I think is our real sort of our drought in our culture is our serious stories, the stories where we have emotions, stories where we have love. I mean, we don't see that.
It's extremely important for us to tell our stories because if we don't tell them, who will? And we often, especially in communities of color, aren't I don't want to say afforded the same opportunities, but are not in the same spaces with the same amount of clout or financial backing or support that maybe other communities have traditionally been able to. And when we tell our stories, we are able to tell them from an authentic place that truly speaks to our experience.
Now, what did they do? This was a thriving black business community where black people met most of their needs without going anywhere for anything. They had a downtown, about 8 square blocks of businesses. They had, the traditional doctors, lawyers, teachers, that kind of thing. But the main thing was the business community, that they had a self-contained economy. They fed up and the dollar touched 6 or 7 black hands before it left the community. That's absent now.
I think the film, The Government Gang, once it's completed, could be a really strong message combining with enlightenment and education of situations that black people have had to go through in this country, along with entertainment. I think that this is a powerful piece that could be told. I think it's going to need to be told by a filmmaker like Reggie, because it doesn't seem like it's going to be something that the mainstream media is going to attach themselves to, because again, it indicts a system of racism that has been prevalent in America since the time black people entered this country.
I think it's important for people not to donate. I think people need to invest in this project, because it's not about giving your money away to something that's going nowhere. It's about being able to develop a new way of looking at our history. It's about being able to really give another perspective on the black experience. It's about being able to support independent art.
Creating an independent film is hard work. It's not easy, it's not Hollywood glamish. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of commitment, but the end results can be wonderful if you have a dedicated team that's willing to help and sacrifice with you to get it done. And that's what I've assembled. I assembled a great team who really, really loves the story, loves the idea, and really wants to see us succeed. So with that, we're going to push forward and do all we can to make this a successful project.